We are less than 2 weeks away from the final day of the regular season. The Los Angeles Lakers, after a rocky start to the year, have clawed their way back and are now competing for a playoff spot, despite injuries to Anthony Davis earlier in the season and most recently LeBron James. Their acquisitions at the trade deadline of D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, and Jared Vanderbilt have helped rejuvenate a team that was desperate for, well, rejuvenation. But possibly the most compelling and arguably one of the most crucial aspects of these surging Lakers isn't one of their newest players, but undrafted second-year guard Austin Reaves. Reaves has been a revelation with James out of the lineup, serving as a secondary ball handler and shot creator off of the Lakers bench. And now with James back in the lineup and the Lakers dead set on competing for a playoff or play-in spot, Reaves' improved skills are going to be crucial down the stretch. Is his performance as of late indicative of who he can be as a player, or is it just a hot stretch? That needs dissecting. When you look at Reaves' overall numbers for this season, there's nothing staggering about them. He's averaging 5 more points per game compared to his rookie season, dishing out a couple more assists per night, and knocking down a higher percentage of his threes. With the Lakers dealing with their fair share of injuries throughout Reaves' first 2 seasons in Los Angeles, the young guard has had to do a lot of learning on the fly. And yet, still, Reaves somehow showed he could be impactful. He served as a connector, making plays next to LeBron and Davis, playing his role, and in his rookie season, ended up having the second best plus-minus on the entire Lakers roster. In year 2, with the Lakers searching for answers at the guard spot, Reaves was able to expand his role even more, being given ample opportunity to experiment, especially on the ball. In fact, one of the biggest indicators for Reaves' growth this season is his usage rate that has jumped from 12% in his rookie year to 16% this year. And post All-Star break, with LeBron out an extended period of time and D'Lo in and out of the lineup, Reaves was asked to do much more. His usage rate has jumped to nearly 20% in the 16 games after the All-Star break, and he's averaging nearly 17 points per night on 55, 39, 83 shooting splits and nearly 6 assists per contest. He's still been one of the most impactful Lakers all season, and overall, the team is plus 5.2 points per 100 possessions better with him on the floor. He's had some impressive performances in all-important games for the Lakers, dropping 25 and 11 on the Suns, 35, 6 and 6 on the Magic, and dropping 18 off the bench against the Raptors at home. He's handled the rock more, found a deep and potent connection in the pick and roll with Lakers big man Anthony Davis, and has created his own shot more and more with each passing game. Now that's a staggering jump. What I'm setting out to do with this video is to figure out if any of this is real or not. Is this some Cinderella run that the Magic will run out on when the clock strikes midnight? Or is this a real, tangible thing moving forward even beyond this season for the Lakers? And when you watch the film, you can't help but feel that he has gotten markedly better. In the pick and roll, he's crafty enough to hit a rolling Davis consistently. If the defense collapses in, he can kick it out to an open shooter. He's also patient enough to time these lobs to Davis on the roll. But he can also do this: snake the pick and roll, put the defender in jail, and create advantages through that. He's shown an incredible amount of poise, not letting defenders rush his decision making and making good reads as a ball handler. Here, Jalen Williams switches onto him in the pick and roll. Reaves sees the low man, tagging the roller, and then waits, hitting a nice cross-court pass to Walker for the 3. What may be even more impressive is that Reaves is using the extra on-ball reps to find his own shot as well. Here he is using the dribble handoff with Davis to get deep into the paint and turn around for a jumper. He's crafty enough to get to the basket and finish like this, or hit a nice floater from short range like this. He's definitely gotten better shooting off the bounce as well, taking advantages of angles and knocking down tough shots like this one. He's shown more and more that he can use a Davis screen, get downhill, and knock down these mid-range jumpers. And so that's why Austin Reaves, as the pick and roll ball handler, is generating over 1 point per pick run, which is up there with some of the elite secondary guards in the league. He's been a killer in transition, generating over 1.29 points per transition opportunity, most of that because of his passing. And he's generating a whopping 1.52 points per dribble handoff he does. Those are staggering numbers for a secondary player. Now I know what you're going to bring up. I just know it. The free throws. Reaves has gotten a liberal whistle. In March, he's had 3 games where he's taken over 10 free throws a game, including an 18 free throw night against the Magic. But looking at the tape, he knows what he's doing. Here, he does a good job of engaging Markelle Fultz's off arm, hooking into it, and that is a very clear foul. Here, Fultz impedes his path, and Reaves takes the bump and throws up a shot. A tough shot, and also a foul. On this play, he gets Franz Wagner in jail, and now Wagner is at his mercy. He slows down to a halt and engages, forcing the refs to call a foul. Grifting is a skill. What Joel Embiid, James Harden, and Trae Young do, it requires a certain understanding of the game and its rules to be able to manipulate it. Does Reaves do it at that level, like those players? No. But has he learned a thing or two? Absolutely. And while Reaves has had some good shooting nights, coupled with an uptick in free throws, the numbers suggest that he's actually improved as a shot creator and shooter. And all of this isn't a byproduct of some streaky shooting. So yes, post All-Star break, Reaves is hitting 50% of his pull-up jumpers, including 43% on threes. But even before the All-Star break, he was knocking down 43% of his overall pull-ups and 38% of his pull-up threes. Both very solid numbers. And while Reaves has shot 38% on catch-and-shoot jumpers since the All-Star break, he was shooting 39% before the break on a couple more attempts per night. Through his latest stretch, the young Lakers guard has shown that he might have more potential than the eye actually sees. He might be more than just a role player, that if given the chance, he can be an important part of the future in Los Angeles moving forward. If he's given more opportunity on the ball, creating his own shot, developing his feel in the pick and roll, there's some serious potential for him to, at some point soon, have a real breakout season. And even if he doesn't, even if what he's doing right now is the cap to what he can be as a player, that is still an elite secondary ball handler who should bode well playing next to LeBron and AD. He can still knock down open shots in spot-up situations like this. He can still make the extra pass, being used as the connective glue on offense. He's a willing mover off the ball, cutting, reading defenses, and making plays on the run. You see, above all else, it's Reaves' adaptability and malleability that makes him so important to the Lakers. Through his latest stretch, he's shown that he can be tasked with doing more, handling the ball, shooting more, becoming more of an active decision maker for them, but also if they need him to settle into a lesser, more secondary role, he's able to do that, because that's what he's gotten used to over the first 2 years of his career. What the future holds for a player like Reaves is actually less unknown than you'd expect. Players like Reaves, who can scale up and down their roles rather comfortably, always end up finding themselves useful on teams because of their ability to adapt. At the very least, Reaves is gearing up to be an elite role player for the rest of his career. And maybe there's potential for more, at least from what the film from the last couple of months has shown us. So whether or not this latest stretch from Reaves is real or not might not be the right question. The real question is, how much more is there left on the bone? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button and make sure to check out our other NBA videos as well. Take care.